Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today is a good day because the July build for Monolith is out. I thought it'd be a great time to actually play through the entire game and beat every character. I have beaten many characters in the past. I have reset my data a lot, so right now it's just Corbin and Diox, the new character. But for this video, and hopefully for a series of videos, we're going to reset my data here. Be careful pressing that if you're a normal player, because as you can see, all my stuff's been reset. And we're gonna try out Diox in this video. He's a new character. I think Diox is incredibly punishing health-wise. He has 40 health, but he has the souls which can heal in. And I think his mini-game's also quite tricky, but we'll give him a go. The supply crate now only gives stock attachments, so we're gonna get a virus here. That's an alright start. I'll probably take the right lane. That looks a little bit better to me. See what we can do. But yeah, we have this platform we got to control with the left and right arrows. You can rebind it like with every other character, like Mikey for instance, with inputs that aren't just mouse clicks. Just doing a little bit of dodging there. It does get harder the more souls you have though. In the souls you get for dodging 30 or more of these orbs. So by default 30 spawn, and this soul will now increase that and out to 45 for each soul. It will add on 15 soul orbs. It's a little bit confusing, but yeah, they do catch you sometimes, but we still get a decent amount of damage. You have the Artificial Heart. Artificial Heart's very good for this character, just because of the fact he can, you know, constantly heal near enough. But as you can see, in a moment, we take a lot of damage in these places. Gonna get some loot. We have a drum mag. I'm gonna keep that on screen until I can use a soul to heal a bit. It's like a very janky feature that I'm keeping, but I think people like it speedrunning and stuff. Yeah, alright. This is already at 1.1, so that's good. Wartime medal, I'm probably going to get rid of at some point. The stuff like the mono-penetrating bullet is really good. Would I spend 2 ammo on that though? Probably not. This will probably get something good in here. If we don't, we can just heal up. These characters are really kind of interesting playstyle, at least compared to some other ones. And just like XD, I'll take this actually, this is really good for Darks. Just like XD, you can also convert these in the recycler if you find a recycler to get some free classified attachments. For instance, the new ones, the Corset Concoction and the Device, those are the 2 new ones added in this update. And they're pretty good, I can say that. Yeah, we're just going to do a little bit more dodging here. I'm actually going to try and delete the virus. There we go. So I have space for the soul I'm about to take on. If I can beat this. Yeah, I think this character is kind of in the same boat as Terminus, where they were pretty tricky to make, but not for the actual complexity of what was being coded, but more just making everything flow really nicely and play really nicely. The particles and kind of like the little transitions and effects were something I had to keep messing around with until it looked good. So if I shoot the sickle next fight, you'll see it actually has a little bounce when it comes up on screen, which I think looks pretty nice. Just better than it appearing. Look, there you go. And the orbs obviously appear kind of translucent. I think that's the word. When they spawn in, which will get some dirt falling down. Yeah, you have to be really, really observant, let's just say, because otherwise you're going to get your platform hit a lot. Can't also camp in the corners. That was something I believe you could do, but you can't. That's good. Yeah, this guy does a lot of damage, and he benefits greatly from attachments which add just like whole number static damage to your damage. So for instance, something like the mono-penetrating bullet, where I believe it adds 3 damage. That's really good, because his multipliers can go way higher than really every other character right now. I think the previous highest was XD at 1.5x. I might be wrong on that. But darts can go up beyond 2x, which is pretty crazy. Hollow sights also for him make the orbs smaller. Vice versa, the spring will make them bigger, so do bear that in mind. We're going to take on another Monolith here. Delete one. Always delete one if you have something like the Stolen Valor, just so you can build that up quickly. But yeah, we have loads of ammo. It's just a question of if we can do enough damage and if I can get something like even an advanced grip. That'd be lovely. I got hit there. Still got a solo. Deleting even if I'm on max health just because. Yeah. Sorry if the commentary on this video isn't great. I'm recording this at like 1 AM right now. So I might not be super sharp on the gameplay or the tips and tricks, let's just say. But yeah, 1.25x and 2x. It's looking good right now. Get another drum mag, I'm going to pass on that. Dumbbell, golden idol. Dumbbell's pretty good for him because you only need to dodge 15 souls, and I think most people can do that. Do I want to take that over the drum mag? Honestly, yeah. Any damage I'll take. We'll see what we can do here. I might even delete the dumbbell so I can take more souls to try and get that multiplier up, but yeah, see what we can do. Try my best. Good dodging. Yeah, this is going to build way too slowly. I'm going to delete this. That builds this a little bit more, and I'm going to try and get 3 souls. Just because we'll get a higher roof for our multiplier. That's the reason you want more soul orbs, if I didn't explain that. It increases the kind of roof of that multiplier if you can dodge them all. If not, then you're really better off deleting them. So it's a really interesting character where you have that choice. XD does have attachment generation, but I mean the XT attachments actively are a deterrent unless you want to convert them using the recycler, or you have something like the Stolen Valor. With Diox, the souls actually is something you might want to carry, whether it be for heals, for the mini game, or for the previously mentioned reasons of XC and the XD attachments. There we go. That's going to be a big bit of damage. There we go. We're also pretty chill against the actual damage this boss is dishing out right now. Just because of the souls. I might delete... I hope it doesn't kill me here. I don't know how much damage it's gone up to. We get hit there. Alright, that's a lot. I'm gonna melee and then we're good. Nice. I'll delete 2 just because we have a little bit of health when we go into the second bit of the map. Yeah, the dark weapon ones are also pretty unique. One of them especially, but... magnifying glass, we could go for building this up. I'll take that. If we get something like a silencer, suppressor, or even a relinquish, that's some extra multiplier, that would be nice. For the time. You know, I'm going to go right. I actually think we could probably take on Monolith, realistically. I'm going to go through this. It'll be a little bit sluggish. We have really good stats right now, actually, for the first half of the map. Yeah, so anyone who's going to play the July build, let me know what you think's better about it compared to the June one. Let me know what you want added. I'm really open to feedback and suggestions right now in this stage of development. So if anyone wants something really badly, like it could even be like a weapon minigame. I've got a lot in mind right now, but I need to essentially plan out like 30. I think I did the numbers, and there's probably going to be like a total of at least 30 characters in the final game. Final. I mean something that would be at the end of the game's development. So this would be even beyond it releasing on Steam, because I'm going to release it in ARCs, if you weren't aware. Oh, mono-penetrating bullet. Yeah, if we get a toolkit, that's going to be really good. There we go, that was weird. Didn't click down for a minute. Yeah, I got to fix that with the map as well, where it dances around. That's not a... an artistic choice there. We could take the advanced grip, but you know what, I'm actually going to. Hopefully I can get myself the key. I'll look at the contract, so this is a healing one. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, wait, this is really good for Diox, because we have the souls we can delete, yeah. Okay, now ammo is settled, we're already good. I think ammo is actually really, like, not a big worry on this character. Some it's like very hard to balance and deal with, but for Diox you're pretty much chill. And delete this so we don't die. Did I find the key? I think I did. Yeah, there we go. You lose health really quickly. That's 5% per tick. So 20 ticks and you're really dead. Weapon mod, here we go. You have the voice helmet. Let's you go back to the beginning. This is if you want to go for a crazy build or you're not really there yet with your build and you aren't going to be dealing enough damage. I'm not going to take it because I think we're actually really doing well right now. So the Anodized God, reference to server where Diox comes from, Doom Towers. This decreases the size of the platform, makes it a little bit easier to dodge, makes the platform quicker by proxy. I'm going to take this. This is a obvious pick here. I'll go for Monolith, I think. Monolith is going to be not too bad. There we go, that's what I wanted him to damage. So if we pop this, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure we can kill him. I think these dudes are really underrated, especially in the previous build. Because they can give really good stuff. Yeah, like 30 damage, I mean, that's what you want to see there. We still have our penetrating bullet. I'm going to keep the soul. I think we can finish him off with one more minigame after this. Only 3 ammo though, it's not bad. Not bad at all. There we go. We'll just do one more minigame, I think that'll be smarter. What we want from this, honestly, I'll take a relinquished, a device, or a concoction. I don't really want the healing stuff because, as you can probably see by now, it's not really that important on this guy. There we go. Brilliant. I get a sip of water, sorry if it picks it up on the mic. Alright, here it is, the device. This is a new attachment that I mentioned I wanted. This basically just inflicts the explosion effect 3 times. That's pretty good. I'll take the attachment here. I'm going to take that just to recycle it. My eye is so niche, I might have to look at reworking it in a later update. I'm just going to recycle that immediately and we get a concoction. That's not too bad. Concoction technically synergizes with the device just because explosions and weakness interact with each other. Honestly, it might be better just to use them separately. I don't know, we'll see. Go for X here. I think we... How much does this have? 1.8, 1.75. Yeah, this is looking good. The Stolen Valor at this point might be better than the medal because the medal caps. It does build quicker though. I might need to put more caps on more attachments. Like the heart is honestly a sleeper pick. It's in the patch notes, but a lot of attachments, especially to do with the crit build, were nerfed quite a bit this update. But I don't want one build to be way better than the others. I want each to work on. That's interesting. That was not meant to spawn there. Yeah, I want each to work in its own kind of situational setting. Not situation. Like, I want each character to have one build that's a little bit better because of a specific model gimmick they have. Like Diox having a heal build, you can obviously see is good, as well as a medal build, just because you can delete stuff a lot of the time. And then for characters like Corbin, heal build again with his mod, XD, medal build, stuff like that I like. There'll be eventually characters who can innately crit, so that's also going to be interesting. But let's go for a Monolith. I have this. I'm going to actually do that and delete it. There we go. More healing for the heart. 10 plus ammo now. Yeah, we're really set on the ammo. So I'm actually looking to spend me some of that when I can. Try and get a toolkit. 16 damage. Yeah, that's probably... You haven't got to use anything to finish this one off. Oh. Oh, 6.4. Even messing that up really badly, that's still quite a lot of damage. I'm just going to punch it, because... I mean, why not? Hopefully that doesn't screw me over on the mini-boss. Oh, Plague. Yeah, that's going to work beautifully with the concoction. We'll use these... I mean, this will one-shot it. Yeah, I'm just going to honestly speed through this. The quicker we can defeat this, the better. Oh, I don't want to get hit here though. This will be really bad. should be a one-shot. Fair enough. There we go. Yeah, that's a really good combo. You're getting essentially 6 explosions, 2 weaknesses, 2 poisons. A lot of stuff going on. Here we go. Okay, we have our toolkits now. I'm going to delete a soul, take a toolkit. This is technically not like... Actually, no, we don't have the other medal. Never mind. We'll go down the middle lane. It's interesting because before you'd want to actually go for as many of these red ones as possible, but now like damage stuff is a liability, especially with this way. Just in a row. We're just going to use stuff to speed through this. We'll pop that, delete that. I may have forgot to mention, but you can also delete the souls after you started the mini game, and you're going to keep that amount that it was going to spawn in. That's why I've been deleting them right after starting it a lot in this video. Hopefully this does give some tips. I want, like I said, I'm going to do this for all the characters. I want them to hopefully help people out on figuring out what how certain mechanics work, and just little tips and strategies for each character. Once this gets hopefully a bigger community, I think it's going to be really interesting to see what people do. But I thought this is a game where people are going to really take it to its limits. Like, I've seen people do 4 digits of damage in the past build, and I was honestly surprised to see 3 digits. So like, yeah. This is advanced grip again. This is good, but I actually am happy with this character build I got. Like the little effect hybrid build. This is going to be a little bit bad for us, but it's fine. How much damage are you doing? 18, that's not bad. It's gonna be a bit slow though. I'm just gonna delete this so I can build my thing up. I do forget to do that sometimes, I'm noticing that now. But overall, I think Diox is a pretty good addition, mechanic-wise. I think all the bonus characters so far are going to be ones that people like a lot. In the past build, the June build, people said XD had, like literally everyone who did the poll said XD had the best gameplay. Which is fair, but I think the minigame for XD, like the design and the concept and the aesthetics of the characters are really cool on top of the gameplay. So hopefully people like Diox an equal amount. I think he's really unique, obviously. You've got this, you may have not noticed it, but that spinning animation on the sickles completely unique to this character. You know, the whole like concept of dodging stuff and having the attachment to modify that minigame is also pretty unique. Yeah, I think this guy's pretty cool. The reason I haven't skipped the shares is I'm not actually sure if I want to take the device or not. This is pretty good to have, but like, I've honestly got such a good build. I think we're at the point now I don't want to take. I'm gonna speed through here, obviously. No point in hanging around. See, nah, there's not even a point in getting the ammo. Okay, just get out as quick as possible. We have so much ammo, genuinely. I'm just gonna pop these two and hopefully we can shred this guy. Get a little bit more damage. I mean, the weakness pair is really good with Diox again because of those high multipliers. So an effect build for this guy is also probably going to be pretty viable. Oh, that's nearly a one-shot. That's annoying. Just because of the plague being on one, I'm going to actually do a mini game here. I'm just going to end it. There you go. Oh, I broke it anyways. That's wonderful. Hopefully we see the over-tinkered mechanic with Toolbox in this video, because that's a new thing that I think is pretty interesting. Oh yeah, here we are, Cypher. This should be fine, to be honest. You can generate souls in here. Actually, this might be a problem, because it's so slow. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really think about that, to be honest. Yeah, let's just listen to the song. Oh, I didn't even use the concoction. You know what I'm gonna do, actually? This is gonna look really weird. I'm just getting a bunch of poison, and then when it locks, I'm gonna transition into not doing whatever I'm doing right now. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared here, actually. I think this is working though. It's so dumb and it's working. The sofa's really weird. So as an enemy, but this guy completely messes up characters who have really long mini games, and I think Diox is a perfect example of that. If this was earlier in the game, we'd be cooked, but we're fine, I think. There you go. We aren't gonna get the bonus rewards, but I'm just happy to have passed that. We don't really even need the bonus rewards. Oh yeah, you probably saw it there as well, but the three dudes spawn at the end of the map now. The three special monoliths. Before that was not the case. I'm going to try and get a soul, actually. No. Oh, the minigame's still happening. That's weird. That's really weird. Okay. I'm not going to question that. Relinquish, that's nice to get. You know, I'll take that. Yeah. Alright, final boss. We did not see... We might see Overtinkered, we'll see. I could save this and hopefully get a... I don't know. I'm just going to use it, to be honest. I could probably get the toolkit to activate on it, but I don't really care enough. I think we've won this either way, to be honest. There we go. 55 damage, not too bad. Leave this. We see similar numbers. And that we have the weakness and poison. Oh yeah, this health bar, it not being a percentage is a new setting. I'd advise turning it on, to be honest. I prefer the whole number, but I think having the percentage as a default makes sense. Here we go, Overtinkered. Alright, what does Overtinkered mean? Basically, when this heals something, or mends something, beyond double its original durability, I think it's double. I'm not sure, I might have changed that. But basically at a point it will become Overtinkered, so this can't receive mending anymore, so it's going to be mending the virus. That's pretty cool to know. That was to counteract people just spamming the hell out of the toolkit and relinquish strategy. I do like there being dominant strategies. I'm not like against people coming up with cool stuff, and I think it was cool while it lasted. But I think the big issue was the fact that it kind of trivialized everything else. There was no real reason to go for any other builds with that being in the game. Just because of how good it wasn't really how easy it was. All you needed was a stock attachment and the relinquished. And I mean, even back in that build, there were less what's it called, classified attachments. So yeah, that was just way too banky almost. There we go. That's it. That's a win. There you go. What did we end off on? 2.4x. That's interesting. C and 2x. Yeah. Go for the soul and valor. Go for the artificial part. Do what I did with the deleting souls. Or alternative, you can keep a bunch and build your build around that. That has seemingly worked from what I've seen. We have a little new message here, as usual. But yeah, we go to the menu now. We can see we have a beautiful golden outline, a beautiful trophy in the top left. So yeah, that's it for Diox. Hopefully that taught you some things. Hopefully it was a good watch otherwise if it didn't. Like always, have a great day.